Hey, everybody. So let's chat today a little bit about what's happening in the Anchorage real estate market up here in Alaska in February 2023. So as we can see here, we actually have more active listings than under contract, which typically means that we're still in a seller's market in single family homes, condos, townhouses, and multifamily. Vacant land, got more vacant land on the market than we do have under contract. So sellers are sitting and holding on those properties because buyers aren't moving forward and buying those vacant land parcels. Third week of February, didn't really see much change, still very much a seller's market for single family homes, condos, townhouses, and multifamily. And the fourth week of February, saw a few more houses come on the market, saw just as many properties go under contract. Again, more homes under contract, more condos under contract, and more multifamily properties under contract than we have actually on the market. Vacant land still remains high with listings and not as many properties going under contract. So seller's market remains in Anchorage. Historically, a recession means mortgage rates fall. Well, that didn't happen. We've actually seen an increase in mortgage rates, and mortgage rates just snuck up again here in February. They're still low in comparison to 14%, but they're higher than what they were definitely last year at this time. Housing supply is lower than last time when we saw a major shift in the market. If you've been listening to the news, they've been trying to tell us that, oh my gosh, it's just like the housing crisis of 2008. What you can see right now is we had way more properties on the market in the height of the mortgage meltdown than we definitely have now. We're only sitting at about 2.7% to 3% of properties on the market. So we still have what we consider a housing shortage, an inventory shortage. So if you've been thinking about possibly selling this spring, a couple things you want to think about. Buyers are having to pay more in their mortgage payment for your home than they were last year at this time. So make it inviting. Open those blinds up. Take down any personal items. Make sure that if the honey-do list is sitting on the refrigerator, do everything on the honey-do list. That making sure there's nothing broken that needs to be fixed around your property. Show that it's cared for. Again, a well cared for home typically means to the buyer that if it's well cared for on the surface, then it's being well cared for with all the mechanical and everything else that's going on. Make sure that your closets are cleared out. It's the worst thing when you're showing a house and the buyer opens the closet door and everything falls out at them. Typically makes them think, oh my gosh, this house doesn't have enough storage. So you want to make sure that you're looking at your house as if you've never been to it before. Make sure it's cared for. Boost your curb appeal. Right now, February, super hard to do so. But if you're thinking about putting your house on the market April, May, then take some of these advice. Make sure that you make it so that it's easy to get into your house, that it's pretty, that your curb appeal is there with a washed off walkway, that any of the landscaping is all tidied up. Make sure that your entry looks inviting and people want to come there, and then sweep off those back decks, maybe spray a little hose water on them if it's warm enough, and clean up everything so it just has a fresh, clean look. If you'd like to get this booklet, it is something that I make available via email. It's free, no cost to you. It's just things to consider when you're selling your house this spring. So if you want a copy of it, just let me know and I'll be happy to get one over to you. Just email me. My contact information is at the end of this video. Now let's talk about it if you're a buyer today. What's happening? Well, homeowners' net worth is more than 40 times greater than a renter's. So just let that sit for a minute. That a typical homeowner today has $255,000 more net worth than a renter has, just because they own a home. You may not need as much as you think you need for a down payment. There are some amazing zero down programs out there. A lot of times people call me and say, oh my gosh, I don't have 20% to put down. So you don't need 20% to put down on a house. So give us a call and let us know if you're thinking about buying, and we can talk to you about what options are and hook you up with a local lender who definitely will help you understand some of the great loan programs we have up here in Alaska. And there are many zero down loan programs. So we need to make sure that we're taking advantage of it, because in a seller's market, most of the time, the seller is not going to pay your closing costs. So when they're not going to pay your closing costs, what that means to you is you're going to have down payment money and closing costs money. So we want to make sure we get you in for the least amount possible for your down payment. Free booklet on buyers, things to consider when buying a home. I put these out every spring, summer, fall, and winter. So if you'd like a copy of it, just let me know. It comes in an email format for you to flip through. It's got some great information, just things for you to think about when you're out there searching today for a new home. So if you have any questions, here's my contact information. Please feel free to call me, text me, or reach out to me via email. I do live, work, and operate my business right here in Alaska. I sell properties all the way from Tok all the way down to Homer. So just give me a jingle and let me know how I can help.